All right. So, good morning again, everyone. I'm Chirag Rana, currently working as a technical advisor for HCL Total Experience Platform. Before joining HCL Software, I was a full-time employee for 15 years with Florida Blue, also known as Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida, one of the leading healthcare organizations in the United States, and it is based in Jacksonville, Florida, serving 2 million plus members. I was working as a principal software engineer and technical solution architect responsible to design end-to-end digital experience portal solution with website traffic of 15 million plus users sessions annually. So let's go. All right. So today I'm going to talk about HCL DX Search V2, the next generation of enterprise search. The evaluation of HCL DX Search has four stages, kind of. First is the legacy, reliable but dated, the dutiful era. For years, our search was Java-based, powered by embedded Apache Lucene, and inherited IBM technology. The limitation, while it served us well, it was built for a different era of the web. The landscape, the rise of open source. So there comes the shift. As the world moved towards engines like Elasticsearch and Solar, the licensing landscape shifted. The choice when Elasticsearch went private, AWS forked it to create OpenSearch, keeping it truly open source and Apache licensed. Now comes the leap. Introducing the Search V2, the verdict: we reached a tipping point where good enough wasn't enough for modern standards. So we took a leap. Search V2 isn't just an update; it's a quantum leap towards forward, towards flexibility, speed, and intelligence. The impact was flexible and dynamic. The goal: today we are moving from static results to a dynamic AI-ready search experience, and the proof will we will dive into the demo and see this leap in action. Now, the new search architecture is designed around several core principles. First one is high availability. The system is resilient against single node outages. Scalability. It supports multiple nodes, enabling effective load balancing. Kubernetes native deployment support. It uses the existing proven Kubernetes patterns for deployment and management. And then the fine-grained queries, which supports the powerful OpenSearch query syntax. All this is about the quantum leap forward that I just spoke about in the previous slide, right? So in this chart, we have the comparison between Search V1 and V2, and I'll talk about the features of Search V2 and what they mean. So first one is scalability optimized for a very large scale. The underlying OpenSearch architecture is designed for distributed data across multiple nodes and clusters, ensuring the search service can handle massive indexes and high query volumes without performance degradation. Near real-time indexing, the Search V2 provides a much shorter latency between when a document is indexed and when it becomes available in the search result, improving the content immediacy. Low latency queries, which is faster query responses, like optimized indexing and query execution algorithm within OpenSearch leads to quicker search response time, enhancing the overall user experience, especially on high traffic sites. API first architecture. The service is designed with an API first approach, making it the core search feature for a modern digital experience architecture. Designed as a headless API, The feature is foundational for building custom front end and integrating search into different application, even outside of the standard DX rendering. Um, so the demo that we are going to see is going to use the headless API, but it is the application within the DX standard DX rendering, but you can always use it in a similar fashion with the external applications as well. Next is built built as a composable service. It can be independently developed, deployed, and scaled, fitting perfectly into microservice and composable DX architecture. Next is better access control list ACL support integration. It provides improved security measures and ensures that content access respects the defined permission. Fuzzy search, better handling of equivalent terms, as you can see in the example, color versus color, right? Leverages OpenSearch's advanced analyzer to support synonyms, improving the relevance of results even when users use variant spellings. Again, fuzzy search typos, right? Allows for more forgiving of user errors and typos. Includes robust mechanism for type correction, significantly improving the chance of finding relevant results with imperfect queries. Faceted search allows for detailed filtering and exploration. This feature enables users to easily drill down and filter search results based on various attributes and metadata, which is essential for large content catalogs. Then improved relevance, more accurate and useful results. The use of OpenSearch is sophisticated algorithm and scoring models means results are ranked more accurately based on the query's intent, leading to better user outcome. Then comes the fine-grained security and results trimming, ensures that the search result strictly respects the user's entitlements, preventing them from seeing documents or content they lack permission. Natively built for Kubernetes. We touched upon this in the previous slide, right? The service is engineered to run seamlessly within a Kubernetes environment, leveraging standard cloud native patterns for deployment, scaling, and high availability. Last is unlocking powerful OpenSearch advanced queries, right? Search V2 exposes the full capability of OpenSearch query DSL, which is the domain specific language, enabling developers to construct complex and fine-grained search queries. So you can drill down to a level where advanced and more complex queries are to be written in order to improve the search results comprehensively. So that's that. Any questions so far?
Yeah, so Chirag, I have a question.
Yeah.
How can I tell if I have Search V1 or Search V2?
Okay, so Search V1 versus Search V2, right? So Search V2 requires some prereqs, right? There are some prereq steps. It has to be you have to deploy the Search V2 backend before and configure the collections and content sources and everything before you see it on the UI, basically, right? So you will not be able to mistakenly run Search V2 without knowing it. So yeah, I mean, there are some prereqs, right, needed. Yeah. So yeah, you will come to know, basically, if you are using Search V1 or V2, for sure. All right, moving on to the next. Okay, so demo. before we switch on to the demo, I want to tell you a little bit, give a little bit information of about the site, right? So there, the demo that I'm going to show, the search V2 is on the auto insurance website, um, where user comes and tries to find some information about the electrical vehicle coverage. So let's jump onto the demo. One sec. Okay. So the demo starts with an anonymous visitor named Luis, who is searching for insurance for his new electric vehicle. So he searches here as auto insurance on the search engine, and he clicks on the first result, which is the promoted search result, right? So when Luis clicks on the Vivre insurance advertisement, right after the search, he lands onto the Vivre. He landed onto the Vivre insurance homepage, which is initially present a generalized message aimed at the broader audience. Now, Luis comes and searches here electrical vehicle coverage. All right. So as soon as Luis searched the electrical vehicle coverage, the AI enhanced search powered by OpenSearch interprets his intent and delivers a highly relevant articles, reducing the chance of him leaving the site. As you can see here, we have 14 results that came in. With the AI powered search. In the center, you see here there are the search results. It has the title, it has the description, and it has the content path of the article. On the side, you see these keywords that are attached to this content. So on the left side, you can see here there are the keywords by keywords and by categories. So you can filter this out, which is a faceted search. Now, the search component here uses OpenSearch API plus AI, which provides more flexibility and power to bring relevant results by creating an enhanced user experience. This helps user to find information they are looking for. As we saw, right? Luis wanted more information about the EV coverage, so he entered the keyword electrical vehicle coverage in the search, and 14 results came back with the faceted search, bringing all the keywords and categories here that belongs to the content items in the search result. Now, the search results are semantic, as it not only searches for exact keywords, but also searches for its synonyms and related topics. As you can see here, the search brought all the results with electric vehicles as well as the contextual articles with EV insurance, right? So let's talk a little bit more about it. Now, when the user enters the search keyword, what will AI do here? So AI will enhance the search query by adding synonyms and additional keywords related to the search keyword that user entered in the search query box, right? In this example, as you can see, AI enhance the search query by including additional keywords like EV coverage, electric car coverage, EV insurance, electric vehicle insurance, etc. Along with the electrical vehicle coverage, what he entered initially, right? Now, the platform, what it does is then uses that enhanced search query and feeds it to the OpenSearch API to bring the relevant search results from the content management system, where the content is, where these articles are located. Now, this
So
will not only.
Chirag, on that, so are you saying that it does the search and enhances the search request with the AI helping out with that, right? So it's kind of putting it together. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that is correct. So on the fly, what happens is AI will, as soon as the search keyword is entered, right? As soon as the AI will kick in, and what it will do is it will bring in all the related synonyms and other related keywords with the context, right? Related to electrical vehicle coverage, and then that all that will create a complex query, right, along with all these keywords, multiple keywords, and it will be fed to OpenSearch API. So yes, that is correct. Now, one more thing here, you can see here, right, there are some suggestions of keywords made by AI to help user by giving some ideas about alternative search query, to ensure that user gets relevant information by tweaking the search query based on the suggestions made by AI. So, something like, did you mean EV, electric car insurance, EV warranty, or coverage for electric vehicles, or right? So now let me show you like how you can use this faceted search by drilling down, right? So as you can see here, when I clicked on this, selected this one, it came with this one because this has the keyword associated with this article, electric vehicle insurance and protected. So if I do like protected, for example, it will still bring that, right? And then also with the categories. So let's say there are different categories for different articles, and you are looking for a specific article with a certain category, then it will also help you out to filter out the results, what you are exactly looking for. So in this case, I just created one category, but then if there are multiple articles and multiple categories which are to be segregated with the categories, then you will see more of the categories. But for demo purpose, I just created one category in order to show you guys how it works.
So you manually created the categories. Is
So
that true?
so not really manually, but here is the thing, right? When a content author creates the content, um, there are some keywords that are automatically generated with our DX. DX has AI powered keyword generation. So what happens is when a content author creates an article or a content, then some of the keywords, it takes the context of the article that is created by the title and the description and all, right, and it generates the keywords. So these keywords are auto generated, but let's say if there are some keywords that are not relevant, or that like the organization has certain restrictions or something and they don't want to use certain keywords, then you can also uh, uh, add your own keywords manually. That is allowed as well. Now the categories, yes, the categories are pre-created, right? The categories are created in the content management system and are tied to specific content. So once the content is created by the author and is published, right, after that, when it comes to the search result API will bring all the keywords associated with the contents that are in the search results as well as the categories. All we need to do is we need to take those keywords and categories and build a faceted search out of it. So that's how the faceted search works. Does that answer your question?
It
Yeah.
does. Good. At a stopping point, there's some other questions that I'd like to bring up that are in the chat, but they're not very specific to this page. So let's, if you are at a stopping point, let's ask some questions.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. So Herman asks, in the portal administration where we configure V1 search services, are these obsolete when we switch to search V2? So
Uh,
basically, does search V2, replace it, or do you still have access to search V1?
So as we mentioned earlier, right, it is a composable architecture which can be separately handled. So it can be separately deployed and it does not overwrite anything, right? This is a separate component altogether. So you can keep both.
Okay. Meghna asks, which AI, which is something that we're going to answer as we go along,
Yeah.
are we using, and is it inbuilt with OpenSearch?
No, the AI is outside of OpenSearch. Right now, I'm using Gemini, but you can use any LLM of your choice. There is no restriction to that.
Okay, great. This search application is all custom coded? Question mark.
Yes, this search UI that you see is a React component. Yeah, I just forgot to mention that. Yeah, good question. So this search component you see is a React component, which is a script application on deployed on the DX. You can
And,
also use any other framework. For me, I am familiar with React. I'm comfortable with React, so I created a React component. But if someone has Vue or Angular JS or something, they can use that as well to create the UI.
okay.
And since we are using the headless, right? So it can be tied to any UI. So there is no restriction over there as well.
And Herman asks also, but can we fully replace Search V1 with Search V2?
Yes, of course. This is as I mentioned earlier, right? It is a quantum leap in the search world for us, right? Search V1 and I showed the comparison slide that Search V1 had little to no features that Search V2 provides right now. So this can also act as your enterprise search solution, because with AI, introducing AI within the with this search, combining it with the open search API, it becomes your enterprise kind of a search, because then you have that intelligence which is needed for creating an enterprise search. So definitely, it can replace V1, of course.
Let's continue with the demo. There are a couple more questions, but I think we'll
Yeah.
they're kind of be related to the next part. So let's
All right.
continue.
So in addition, I wanted to mention something very important. The practitioner can also configure and control from which content library you wanna display the results. Right? It can be drilled down further with a specific content template, as well as you can enable disable AI in the default value. So let me show you that screen where a practitioner is logged in, right? So practitioner, when he logs in and turns the edit mode on, you have this edit preferences where you can select the libraries from here, right? And you can add the content template, and based off of that, the search results will be filtered out. So for Vivre Insurance, I want to only use the selected site areas under my Vivre content library, which are these, right? So let's say I want also to have Cortexa content, right? And the select library, for example, the insurance details, for example. And if I add it, it will be added over here. You can see, right? Now the search result will come from Vivre content site areas as well as from this site area, which we added, correct? Then similarly, you can also select the content templates. Here there is only one content template, so you can add that here, right? As you can see here, you can also delete if you don't want any of the content. And then as I said, right, the default value of AI is enabled by default, but you can also select no if you don't want to have the if you want to disable AI. Then there is some UI feature which is a little bit like uh, to get the UI experience a little bit better, right? So I change the appearance of the border radius of the buttons and then the boxes as you see behind, right? So let's say if I just do 3 and save, it will change the border radius. You see this border radius got changed. Now, if I change it again to 7, it will be more round. So something to you can add. So there is no limit. This is just an example. What you can do with all these things, right? You can add a lot of other features as well. These are just the examples. So having said that, let's talk a little bit about how all this works under the hood. So let's go back to the presentation. Give me one sec. All right. So this is a high-level architecture. How the demo that we saw works, right? So the end user interacts with Search UI. If the AI is enabled, then the AI-driven keyword suggestions which enhances the overall query, right, by adding some synonyms and contextual search keywords, which goes to the search middleware and the OpenSearch service, and then brings the data from the content source, as you can see here, the data source, right? Now, if the AI is disabled, then it just straight away goes to the search middleware and brings the content. So let's go. Let's take a look at how the when you turn off the AI, right? See, only search 6 results came. Now here, the enhanced keywords and those synonyms and everything is gone, right? From the search query. So it just brings the results which are relevant to the basically the keywords that are entered over here. So you can see the difference now. Any questions so far?
Yeah, we have some more questions. I figured since we're at a point that would be good. So the question is, what UI do we get from out of the box? Just command line interface, or is there something that we can start with?
So the UI that we get out of the box is in the search center. I will show at the end of the session
Yeah.
because you have to log in as a practitioner again and show it, right? So we'll go ahead, we'll go there and show. Before that, one more interesting thing that I want to discuss is I want to show you the same search component on another website. So this is a auto insurance website called Vivre. Now I want to show this same component on another website, which is a health insurance website. And it is the same component which we are using over here. And I want to show how it adapts to the theme of the website on which you deploy the search component. right? So let me bring that up. So this is a Advantage Care health insurance website where Amanda Smithson is a member of this health insurance, and she has insurance with Advantage Care. So this is a dashboard of Amanda Smithson, right? And Amanda wants to know more about diabetes. So she searches the term diabetes, and you see that the AI-powered search over here brings the results in the similar fashion how we saw it on the Vivre insurance, right? This one also, as you can see here, hyperglycemia, hypoglycemia. These are some of the synonyms, right, related to diabetes keyword, which are also the part of the search results. So again, if you turn off the AI powered search here, the hyperglycemia, hypoglycemia, and everything is gone. As you can see here, right? It only brings the search results that are having diabetes as the keyword. So that's how the enhanced search with AI powered works, right? Now, see how it so I did not change any I did not make any code change over here. I just use the standard framework, right? The UI, and it just adapts to the theme of this website. So let's say if you guys have a multiple sites on multiple sites, and you want to control the search collection, right, from where the search results are on different websites, and cater the like adapt to the UI to the theme of those websites, then you can easily do that. Now, on the side of the search result, you can see here the Advantage Care Advisor, which is our AI powered advice bot, which provides some additional information about the topic of interest. So in this case, it is diabetes, right? Right now, it uses Google Gemini, but this bot can also use any internal LLM so that information flows within the organization to comply with HIPAA, PHI, PII, or CMS regulations. As this is a health insurance website, so they have to cater all these, comply with all HIPAA, PHI, PII, and CMS regulations. So just to think about, you can use any LLM of your choice, right? And it can be restricted within the organization. You don't have to go outside and bring the information. This is for the demo purpose, so I have used Google Gemini.
So does Search V2 search the digital asset manager as well?
Um, right now, yes and no. It is in progress right now. With the newer cumulative fix, they are working on that one. But for now, it is only coming from the content management system. But it will be soon be there. All right. So one more thing I want to share is. And to show the components that we saw in the architecture diagram, correct? One sec. All right. So this is my workspace in Google GCP, right? Google Cloud Space. This is my core DX core, right? And when you install the search middleware and then the OpenSearch Manager, these are the two components that are installed. So the first prerequisite of having to work with Search V2 is that you need to install Search V2 backend. Now, to install Search V2 backend, like you can do it with Hemchat, right? Once you have installed the Search V2 backend, Then you need to configure the content source. Then you need to create a crawler, and you need to trigger the crawler so that indexing is done. Now I'll show you that with the help of API Explorer. So this one has this is on Open API standards, right? You can see here that these are the search APIs where you can create the content source over here. But these are the set of APIs where which I am using in the demo, the search and then the my search. So these two are the ones that are used in the demo, correct? But behind the scene, after the search v2 backend is installed, you need to create a content source which is created from here, right? To create an OpenSearch document, you have to create the content source from here. Then you go to the crawlers and you create a crawler over here and tie up that content source which you created with the ID over here, as you can see here, right? Then after that, the next step is to trigger the crawler, right? So you give the crawler ID which you created over here in this over here, and then you can put that crawler ID, and then you can execute this one. So once the crawler is triggered with the content source that we created, right, and pointed it to the content management system, it'll take like very I mean it does not take much time. It is very fast. Actually, the crawlers are very fast, indexing is very fast, and then you can start playing with the queries over here. So you can test out your queries over here, right? And then once you test out the queries over here, if you see the satisfying results, then you can start working on the UI and just use these APIs, right, to tie up with your UI, and the search is there, which you saw on the demo. Last week, I did the same demo to a customer in Australia, and at the end of the demo, they ask when can we implement it. So it's pretty cool. I mean, it's very easy. It has a lot of comprehensive features compared to Search V1, what we had earlier, right? So that's how it all came together, right? With the Swagger, as you can see here, it is so easy to maintain. It is so easy to test out your thing, your search queries, complex queries. Even before building this demo, I was testing it over here with the help of these APIs. So it's pretty easy to do. I mean, to implement the search with the new Search v2. So
because this is a microservice, I can
yeah,
add its own processing and memory to the application. So it's not have to be, in the core, so it can be separate.
correct. As we saw, right, the components are separate. So yes, you can use your you can configure your own CPU and everything right over here. This one, search middleware, and then the OpenSearch manager. That is correct.
And can you show me, I know you have a diagram. Can we look at that closer
Sure.
in the presentation? I know that was something that was helpful for me to understand it.
Yeah. So as I showed you, right, the search middleware and the OpenSearch manager, these are the two components that we saw in the workloads, right, on the GCP.
This question's for me. Are there any plans to run a webinar to show the setup and integration as well? Yes, your request means we will do it, right? So if that's the request, Herman, we will follow up with another one. Whatever you guys want as webinar material is what we want to do. Also asking about people server. So let's think about getting some of those together. So Antonio asks, I'm working with a partner um, for DX Compose, including Search V2. When we're done, I want them to show this work to the community on some kind of webinar. Um, okay, so Antonio, who's part of HCL Software, is asking if we can help with a webinar for that particular customer. So yeah, again, Chirag is always available, right, Chirag?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. And I just want to just mention because that seems to be all the questions, unless I missed something.
Mhm.
And Herbert posted a bunch of links to different parts of the documentation that are very helpful for this particular set of functionality. It's very exciting, right? This Search V2, especially when you plug in the AI, just makes a big change. And we have to consider the employees, if there's an intranet, or the customers, if it's on the internet, that their expectations are very high, right? They're expecting search that we use that are AI powered on the internet. And if you're not doing it, then you're going to either have annoyed customers, or you're going to have employees that are not very excited because it's not giving them a good experience. And search is really a key part of this. So um, we need to consider that. And this is an excellent job of making the experience much more modern and expected.
Yeah. Yeah. And we want to show, right? One question was, what is the default search UI? So let's see that one. Let me see if we can bring that up. Yeah, so you can see here, right, the search. This is a search center, and this is the new UI that you get. But then there are ways to change the UI of, I mean, to change the appearance and tweak the UI, and you can find that in the help center on our HCL help center. So yeah, definitely you can do that. But yeah, you have this DX Search Center, which is the Search V2.
Did you point out how you have that new search in the different UI, and it accepted the theme to the second website?
Yeah. So if you use the standard frameworks of the UI, right, then definitely, like in this case, I'm using Bootstrap. So if the theme is adhered, if your themes that are that you use on the multiple websites are using the same framework that the component that you build is using, then it will adapt to the theme of that specific website.
Okay, well, is there anything else, Chirag? Would you like to wrap this up? I think we're set. I think all the questions
Uh,
have generally been answered, and
yeah.
appreciate it.
I think I gave all the information that I had. If there are any questions, or if someone is interested to implement, then we have the team of experts who can help you guys out to implement, and yeah, and get you up and running.
Okay, and thank you for joining today, and we'll see you in January with the discussion being on Leap.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Dan.